Latif, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
How Latif, are you doing?
I'm great. Now that I'm gradually getting to know what can kill a man.
Hey, really?
Yeah, gradually.
Okay, so gradually. I'm getting towards the day.
Yes, gradually I'm getting. Did you have people who will also come and hold you by the neck that you're owing me, even though they know the people didn't come?
Oh, of course, yes. A lot of people, a lot of the actors and actresses that we used then, okay. I mean, they didn't understand the fact that I've come to ask, you have to pay me. That's it. Bottom line, you have to pay me. Bottom line, you have to pay me. I would also give credit to two of my main actors. Okay, so you know what? What happened was that from the 2011 to 2016, okay. I had some few actors that have been consistent on my stage. I introduced them to stage. Okay. That is at the National Theatre in 2011 from the School of Performing Arts. And they've been so consistent. Every year they are behind me, back to 2016. And you'll be amazed who I'm talking about. So? Clemento Suarez.
You're joking?
Yes!
Okay.
And then Foster Romanus.
Wow.
They've been amazing. Yes, I introduced them in 2011 with Gallery of Comedies. They call it the Legon Comedy on stage at the National Theatre. And then they've been so Clemento has been on all my stage performances. I mean, he was actually playing the key role, the comical role, from 2011 to 2016. Yeah. So I would say that they actually also helped build the Globe brand, whilst we also built them on stage and gave them the exposure during those era. We work closely. We work closely with the National Theatre then, so which is under the sector minister, and we always almost invite them to every play we do. There is no day we won't.
Did you ever sort funds from them?
So you see, the preamble is there already. They will tell you the National Theatre is struggling. Okay. So even for them to give you the auditorium for free is something else. There are some days that we struggle because even some minutes before the show, the National Theatre is locked because I've not been able to pay for the auditorium. Minutes before the show is locked because we come into an agreement. I told them that, look, I'll try and get the money before the show. This is what I'm trying to do. But then maybe a day or two, I'm like, Charlie, it's not working. I can't get the money. Let's just do the show. I will pay bit by bit. Sometimes it's hell. We will drag and audience will come waiting. So you realize that some audience complain and say, those times people were complaining and saying that our play starts late. Okay. It starts late because of what? Because the auditoriums are actually locked. We've not been able to pay for the auditoriums to be open. Yes. And we've done that like 3 times. Because you see, you try as much as possible to see how best you can get money to make it happen. You don't get. And then the only thing you do is come back to the National Theatre and tell them, we don't have money. Let's just do the show. We've prepared for it. Some of the audience are in. We'll make some few money after. We might not be able to pay all, but we'll pay bit by bit. You understand? That has been the story continuously. I mean, from 2010 to 2016.
Please, I learned he burnt a Bible. Can you please ask him if it's true? And if yes, why?
That's not true. That's not true.
I think there was a picture of Jesus.
So it was not Jesus. It was a white man who posed as if he was Jesus.
Okay.
So I've got an issue with you know, Ghana and Africa and black people in general worshiping this image of Christ that's not his true likeness, because I feel like for us to actually be true to who we are as ourselves, as black people, we should not be looking up to a white man who is positioning himself as God, because that's what's happening. And it's so sad that growing up, the first time I saw a white man was the Jesus poster. And I honestly thought that was Jesus, but then actually it wasn't Jesus. It was just a white man who was posing as Jesus. So for me, when I saw that, it made me think that white people were like gods. So already as a child, I was programmed
you bowed to them.
Yes, I was already programmed to think that the white man was better than me because they don't sin. They're saints. That's God. Do you understand? And I feel like that's affected our decisions as a generation and as people in Africa. I feel like even our leaders, when they sit down around table with white people, they will obviously hand over everything to them because they will trust them more.
Right.
Because that we've been conditioned to think that whoever that's lighter is better. Do you understand? So to me, we need to tear down that false image of Christ and worship God in its purest form. We're not supposed to be worshiping false idols, but we've been doing that from early. And as Ghanaians, you know, like I'm also ubisa questions about them. So okay, like it's those kind of things that stopped us from questioning things. But as children of God, we have to question things. You know, when you're walking around with your child, oh, Daddy, what is that? What is that? We're supposed to question things, and children are so pure that they question,
right.
and we have to stay true to that purity and question how we were brought up religiously, because really that picture of Jesus is not Jesus. I truly, you know, I'm a Christian, right? But I want to be a pure Christian where I'm worshiping God directly through Jesus,
right.
but not through that image.
Okay.
So for us, we were not just burning a picture of Jesus, of course, hell no, you know, or heaven no, should I say. It was burning a false image, you know, that's oppressed the people of Africa, because I feel like that's what's even caused people to bleach their skin to feel like they'll feel more pretty if they actually, you know, look to lighter. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's affected so many ways in our decision making. It's affected our leaders. I feel like a lot of issues that we're having now, even when you see the churches and it has the white Jesus, that doesn't make sense because that's not Jesus. So why are we not worshiping God in its purity? Why are we worshiping these false images? So to me, that image was me trying to, you know, give a message to say that we need to stop, because this is a false image. We need to stop worshiping this white image.
Okay.
You know that's false. So it wasn't about. But people took it as if it was Jesus, and that's the problem, because for you to see that picture as Jesus means you're worshiping a false idol, because that's not Jesus.
Ghanaians are quick to embrace new artists. It's like a 3-journey step for them, not all Ghanaians, but I think most of them. The first step is, yes, we are happy to have somebody new in the game. It's like, yay, we have somebody new vibe, new energy, new flow. He's going to really get us there. Now, in between the journey, in the middle, I think they have some certain expectations from them, like, oh, he's grown followers now, and I think he's changing. Gone were the days when I call him, the phone rings one and he picks up. Now it rings 3 times. And we a mistake. You start doing some free Salaka shows. Later, when you start talking about money, pay, say, hey, I don't have time. You know, he's growing wings now. We can't. No, it's not like they will say we can. It's like patiently you see him fall off, and they'll go like, Young can't say he will fall off. So it's like this 3-step mostly happens to most of these uprising artists. So it was an advice to the uprising artists like, yo, careful, because most times when they are comforting your Ediafo, they are rather comforting your Achacha. So you guys have to be vigilant. Don't be just all headful, and when it's coming like, oh, you're a new person, and, you know, everybody will be giving you a platform and everything. It has that 3 steps. We have been there. Some was able to, you know, saw through them. Some wasn't able to. So first one, it was an advice. And the second thing I said is that as much as Ghanaians are quick to embrace new ones, same way they are quick to relegate the OGs.
You, as in the consumer, should not be blamed for inconsistency from the artist. No public person, whether it's media or consumers, should not be blamed. Yes, you can be concerned and say, "Oh, Charlie, me see a guy with Nkacho or but on a real, let me just be blunt and be a little bit show some. I'm looking for a word. We really nobody cares, and it is with everything. Let me give you an example. If a Hits FM shuts down today and they are not operating, will any artist call you people and say, why are you not operating? If you have a technical hitch and for the whole week, Mr. Logic and the beautiful Pandits and Andy and nobody is coming on, will any artist call